Okay, well, happy Monday. You're not cricket, I am. This is just how I roll. Anyway, I've been playing with the idea of doing a 16-page signature. I've been making little books and things lately a little bit in my home studio. And yeah, so let me just show you really quick. Mostly I paint invisible women. I paint the idea of this moments of disappearing from your own life, things like that. And so I was playing with this big kind of abstract thought, a lot of scribbles and mark making and such. And then what you do on a signature is you cut it up in such a way that you can then fold it up into a book. So let's see if I can get it back. It's sort of like an accordion fold. So if I take that and that goes to there, to there, to there, back and forth. Yeah. Forth. Sure if I'm doing it right, but we'll find out. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be opposite. Yeah. And then these get folded as well. Boom. And that goes into there, and then yeah, you're left with these pages of a book or something of the sort. So when it's all folded up right, you're left with this little, this little whatever book, right? So what was interesting and why I kind of wanted to share this, and I'll go through the pages really quick. So anyway, you got an opening page. And it's somewhat abstract. I do abstracted figures, the idea of figures. So the reason is for me that I blur them out, they're not completely there, is that feeling of not completely being seen or not feeling like you're completely fully yourself or allowed to be fully yourself. So that's why I kind of try different iterations to get that across. So as I was doing this, or actually just as I finished doing this and before I put this little blurb in, I just finished. I went down to read a book, and so it's this book I'm reading for book club, Yield. It's the Journal of an Artist, Anne Truitt. And in it, in the very first page, I'm reading the foreword in it, or the preface. No, not even the preface. I read the preface already. I read that. And I was just started the book. Actually, not the full book. I just got to the foreword. And I was right in the first place. After the preface is the foreword by Rachel Kushner. And what was super interesting was in this, in the first sentence says, "We are and we are not." Anne Truitt wrote in her journal on December 10th, 2001. She was quoting Heraclides on presence and vanishing, the constant flow of change. Anne Truitt was and is no longer. I am and will no longer be. Everything will depart and the world will remain, and we are of the world, and so something of us remains too. I don't mean in the form of sculptures and journals and books, but something intangible, like the end of the rainbow that Truitt recalls seeing as a young girl, see-through colors cast upon the ground. So that first paragraph of the foreword, I'm reading this and like, oh my gosh, that is what this was about all along. And I hadn't even read that yet, but it is so much about that. Those thoughts I was having as I was doing this about what, the legacies or not that we leave, and how do you leave that when you're not necessarily seen? And, what is here, what is real, what isn't? What remains? And the idea of these colored cast shadows and childhood and remaining in that state of innocence of childhood, but not, and going into this future of the unknown. And everything else stays, right? And but life goes on. And so that was sort of, some of those ideas were flowing through my head those very same thoughts, which was really just seemed so strange to me. But yeah, I had to copy a piece of that and put it in there because that was it. So, goodness, art is hard, life is long, something like that. Get back to you. Anyway, yes. Kind of like a jaw-dropping, you can say that right, jaw-dropping moment. And I just kind of wanted to share. So, oh well, have a great day.